Hello YouTube, Merry Christmas. This is BrickBuilder Paden. At the time of this recording, it is currently Christmas Eve, so I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow, and have a Happy New Year. This may be my last video for the year, and my last project of the year, most definitely. I might do another video later in this month, probably on New Year's Eve or something, probably about my reflections on the year and all that. But yeah, back to this. Or to get into this, more like it. This is my final project of the year, and it is the Christmas Truce of 1914. Now, I'm also going to include a little history lesson in this video, and chances are you've probably heard this story already, but I'm going to tell it again just for those who don't, because it's really just an incredible story. So, back in World War I, on the first year of it, when trench warfare started, the Germans and the Allies were told not to encounter each other during Christmas, not to interact with anybody by their commanding officers and the higher ups. But on Christmas Day, the French could hear the Germans singing carols, like Christmas carols, but they couldn't understand, but they could tell from the songs, I don't know, pattern or rhythm, and the tempo of the lyrics that they were singing Christmas carols. So they started singing too, until finally nobody knows who started it, but one man climbed over the trench and into no man's land, which is this area in between two opposing trenches. And they just didn't fight. They just interacted with each other. Now, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how far spread it was, but I heard it was all up along the front line. There's even one reported case of soldiers playing football or soccer for us Americans in the no man's land, which is literally just a maze of barbed wire, dead bodies, and mud. And yeah, they just played soccer in the middle of it on Christmas, and that's just an incredible story. And I'll get into another couple things. I put in some true tales and some made up stuff of my own, as you could maybe tell from a couple things. But yeah, that's just the little Christmas story for you. It never happened again the next following years. 1915 Christmas, nothing happened, no fighting, but no caroling, nothing, just random, just nothing. But yeah, end of the build. This is a 3-day project. I believe I posted my I finished it 2 days ago on the 22nd. And yeah, it was a pretty long build. Day one was kind of pointless because I was originally just going to make one big long trench from here to there, just one side of the trench, and it was just going to be just a basic World War I MOC of just trenches. And let me just get this out of the way. I don't have any World War I troops, so I use my World War II troops, so I know there is some historical inaccuracy, especially with the helmets and uniforms and all that. But surprisingly for the Germans, their uniform was basically the same as World War I, and I didn't use any of the special minifigures I had, like the officer or the MP40 pouches or anything. I just used the same helmets. Oh, I wonder when I got that. Whatever. The same helmets and all that, and the gunner. I'll take. He has his little bullet belt, but yeah, I don't think you can really see, but there you go. He has his bullet belt, but that's pretty much it. I just use the same guys. It's mostly with the Allies that I had problems with. But yeah, it's just a little mock I made. You got one trench, you got another trench with the little zigzag pattern. And this one also has a hole going through here, so I'm not sure if I want to make it. I think I want to make it a little bunker, but I ran out of space because I was just struggling to finish off this area of the top. So I was like, I can't extend this much further, else it would be like way too long. But yeah, I'm just gonna start in the middle in reality. So in reality, why the heck did I just say that? But yeah, I'll just start in the middle. Yeah, that's better. So one, I don't know if they had much trees in No Man's Land. I heard a lot of them were red more like it. A lot of them were like destroyed, and like the rest are just stubby little trunks that didn't get shredded by artillery fire. So I just included one little lone tree. I do have a crater over here that's a little blocked from view. I'm gonna be turning this build around when I'm reviewing it. And funny story, during the Christmas day, a guy, I don't know a soldier, I don't know from which side it was, but he actually opened a hair cuttery shop, or just a just a barber shop in the middle of the field. It just started giving people haircuts. So like I just included that. So you got one of my German soldiers with a pair of scissors just giving this dude with some long hair a nice cut. Move this tree out of the way to the side. That's better. You got two dudes just exchanging drinks. I made that. And you might recognize this from this part from the teaser picture I posted 2 days ago. And it's supposed to be like two officers just shaking hands during the middle of the battlefield. When I say officers, I mean frontline officers, not actual higher ups. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I still have like a problem. I really want to get myself some World War I stuff from Berkmania. I'm planning on getting stuff after Christmas. So wish me luck. And over here, which is personally my favorite part of the build I made, which is also I took some creative liberties with, is the Flame Trooper roasting marshmallows. Like, I just love it. I don't know why I had the idea to make this, I just did. I took a Flame Trooper design I made myself, which I used a V-Wing pilot's head and just a black rebreather, stuck them together, and called it a day, and just a custom flamethrower also, obviously. And I just put it down, and I'm like, hey, like on day one, I was like, when I finally decided to like switch this to a Christmas themed build, or the Christmas truce at least, I wanted to add some kind of like silly Lego Christmas thing. So like, I was like, hey, why don't I roast marshmallows with a flame trooper? So I'm like, I did it. I just did it. It still cracks me up now. I don't know where I got the idea from. It's popped into my head. But yeah, there you got some little bit of silliness right there. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I think it's supposed to be like just like an ammo can that was left in the middle of the battlefield. This is the crater I was talking about. I'll try to make it a crater, but it's just more like a dip in the mud. I like it. It has a little bit of detail to it. Just some like terrain roughness. And getting into the trenches, I'll start with the German one. Let me just remove my camera stand thing that keeps it stiff and lower it. There we go. I'm trying to get my camera stand more. Let me just do some on-site notifications. This piece is really bothering me. Please don't fall off my camera. Please don't fall off. There we go. Hey, my camera didn't fall off. There we go. I was just taking this off. I don't even know where that goes, but like, it helps me hold my thing straight. There we go. I can aim it lower. I'm not positioning. Yeah, here you just have like a little tin roof walkway. I'll write about it in some trenches that just has some little bit tin to like, give you cover from the rain. I only used my bolt action Kar 98s for this build, even though they aren't even the guns they used in World War I. It was just the only bolt action rifles I had. I mean, it's basically the same as the Gewehr 98K. Or, no, it's just not the K. This is the Kar 98K. The Gewehr 98K. Someone slap me in the comments, please. The Gewehr 98 was the German bolt action rifle that he's doing in World War One. It had like a straight bolt out, kind of like similar to the Japanese. I don't know if it's Ariska or Arisaka. I think I like calling it Arisaka rifles. But let's remove this. There's just a guy who took his helmet off, and he's got like a little letter. Because I bet there were some people who just took the opportunity where during the ceasefire to read some letters from home and all that. You got one dude just cleaning his gun, and you got the snipers laying on the wall right there. Just a lot of, I just laid the guns on the walls, so to like show that they weren't fighting. I also put an artillery shell down there, just a spare shell since it was trenches. They were kind of dirty and all that. Moving over to the Allies side, here they have a little ladder just hooked up to the wall. I want to put a clip on top, like hold this pole straight. Like probably after Christmas, I'll set this up as like a World War One themed MOC if I ever get World War One stuff, and this would be like a ladder they would use to go over the top. You got a rat in the trenches because you know trenches are filthy, and even on Christmas Day, you still need to acknowledge reality. There were rats, most definitely. You got one dude just relaxing on the side, taking the moment to rest. You got like a letter just randomly there. He also has a Kar 98, even though he's an Allied guy, and I know they had like French guns. I think it was like the Lebel 1985, and the British had like the Enfields and all that. You got little like sandbags over here. I tried to make them look like sandbags. I don't think I succeeded. That was like the last thing I put on because I was like done, and I didn't want to attempt doing sandbags all along both trenches. You got some like chains over here. I was gonna wrap like a poncho over them, but I couldn't find the poncho, so yeah, I just left them on because I like some more details for my trenches and all that. Yeah, that's basically it. That is my final project I did for this year. So, I am making this video a little long, and I want everyone to have their Christmas Day with family if you're hanging over with family, which I'm doing personally, because, you know, I live in the same house as them. Kind of hard to not spend time with family, even if you're not living with them. Go see your families. It's fun. It's great. But yeah, I'm making this video a little longer, and I want everyone to not watch this on Christmas. Hopefully, watch it the day after Christmas, or on Christmas, whatever you want. But I won't be checking any comments on Christmas Day. I'm gonna be spending time with my family. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because this might be as I mentioned, this might be my last video. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna ask you guys to like or subscribe at all. Thanks for watching in general if you watch this. So yeah, thanks. Have a Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho. And a Happy New Year. And this is BrickBuilder Paden, rounding off my first year of my YouTube channel. And I'll see you all next time.